Welcome back to the Ace of Shade. Uncut conversations about life, love, and all that shit in between. This is your host, Shantis.
I'm Keisha.
And I'm Ashley. Welcome back, y'all.
Hi, wonderful people. Oh, wait, okay. Gotta fix my hair. Oh, y'all, let me tell y'all. So I got some good news. Well, by the time y'all hear this, it'll probably be over. But just know I had good news. And I bitch got some tickets to go see Beyonce.
Okay.
Yeah. So I manifested my tickets. So I'm going to tell y'all how I did it. And so I wasn't going to go see Beyonce because I wasn't really feeling this whole Renaissance album house music. I don't know. That wasn't my really cup of tea. So I was like, I'm just going to pass on this one. I've been to like 3 of them before. I'm good. And then at the last minute, I was like, I think I want to go see Beyonce. I don't know where it came from, but I was like, I think I want to go. But before that, I had been manifesting my tickets to sit in the suite. I don't care if I said it at the football game, the baseball game.
At some point.
It had to be something. I want to sit in the suite and be high profiling. So, my supervisor's like, oh, yeah,
The
my
suite is
daughter.
nice, too.
Yes.
You been there?
My old job used to give away tickets, like, because they own one of
A
them.
suite,
So they used
yes.
to, they used to raffle off tickets they didn't want. So, like, random concerts, Disney on Ice, whatever.
Yes. See,
Games.
my job don't do that.
Yeah.
Except when you work for the government. Don't give y'all shit. But I digress. So, my supervisor was like, oh, my daughter works at, Mercedes-Benz. I was just throwing my shot. I was like, oh, when she come across some Beyonce tickets, holler at me. So she's like, okay, I'll tell her, but she usually be forgetting, so I ain't think she was gonna remember. So she came back, she's like, oh, my daughter said that she gonna be getting these Beyonce tickets. Do you still want one? So I was like, sure, why not? Not really believing this to be for real. So y'all, she told me I can get in the suite for $150, which was cheaper than y'all floor seats.
Keisha, we're not gonna shame
Yo, 200
Keisha,
got 300.
Keisha, bring it back in.
Okay, right.
You're going too far. You're going too far.
I gotta embody
Bring it back, baby.
I gotta embody
Bring it back.
sweet
You need to be humble.
I got
okay?
no. If people who sit in the
Humble.
suite can't be humble.
Oh.
So
now better than everyone.
okay,
Keisha's now better than you guys, apparently.
Ooh, okay.
She's apparently
Because
better
y'all
than
got
us.
basic tickets. Yeah, and
we don't have any
she's
tickets.
been better than us.
But y'all didn't want to go.
She been acting like the Beyonce of the group.
I'm Beyonce.
Oh.
Keisha ain't want to go either at first.
I didn't.
Don't know
If
why
you
she
had
doing
said,
all
hey,
this.
girl, let's go.
Yes.
We would have got.
Well,
we would have got the
well,
150
first of all,
tickets.
I wasn't. When I looked at the ticket prices, it just was like, that's another thing. Okay, Ticketmaster, y'all can go straight to hell because
y'all can go to hell.
And if I figure out how to start a ticket company, I'm shutting y'all the fuck down.
Oh, Ticket Jerry got shit on lock. All we gotta do is
he a fraud too. But
but I get good tickets with Ticket Jerry. I fucks with Ticket Jerry, okay?
Straight to hell too.
You know, look online, the ticket be $200. I got the ticket for $800. I'm like, bro, this ticket is really $200. But I understand you gotta get your cut because it's your job. So I'm just simply saying, I'm starting a whole Ricket Master, and I am shutting Ticketmaster down because Ricket Master, because y'all didn't have to be like this, because y'all
like some
you
janky
get
shit.
fees, you get a processing fee. How you gonna tell me my shit paperless and then I gotta pay for the paperless? What's the paperless fee? It's coming to my phone. What the fuck did y'all pay for?
Exactly.
It's wild out here.
It's the processing fee. It's the software they needed to
Lies. Like, in fact, you know what? I would rather you just include the shit in the ticket. You know how people try to make you feel like you got a discount and they really didn't because they added the fee to the print price?
That's so many fees.
Yeah, that's what I said. Ticketmaster, this fee.
Your ticket be $50. When you check out, that shit be $175.
The
Wait a minute.
and
then
then you out here letting people buy tickets on the first drop and then resell these motherfuckers. And I'm like, they said that all y'all who out there reselling y'all tickets for more than ticket price for $700-800 that y'all don't get shit and y'all lose out on y'all tickets because y'all is fraudulent. Thank you. Okay, I'm back. Whew.
Ooh, things got a little crazy.
All right.
Because I tried to go see Jasmine Sullivan.
Oh, yeah. I'm mad about that.
Y'all wasn't even fucking with Jasmine Sullivan like that.
That's my girl.
And then y'all gonna go buy all the tickets. And Jasmine
girl.
Sullivan was selling her ticket for it was like $98. So it was like affordable. Y'all go and buy the fucking tickets for $98 and then resell the bitches for $400. Go to hell. Go to hell.
Yeah.
I hope y'all lost all y'all money.
With flame.
Period, Pooh. Because you know what? She still got paid with your monkey ass. Okay, now I'm back. Thank you. That was my note from Ricket Master. Look out for me.
Ricky.
Look out for me.
Ricky mess.
Sound like some damn shaky ass shit.
Janky.
That's how Ticketmaster is. They ranky danky. So you gonna be ranky danky. You gonna be Ricky Master. Come shop with me. Thank you. Okay.
All right, guys. Keisha.
Oh, was I done with my story?
I don't know. I don't know. No, you weren't. I don't think you were.
Oh, more of the story was, y'all, I manifested my ticket, so you can manifest anything. Period. Pooh.
If you don't have nothing else to say since that craziness, we can follow it up with some more craziness about Alabama, unless you got something to say.
No, we can go ahead with Alabama.
Okay, so I know y'all been on social media. I know y'all know what's going on with the Montgomery, Alabama riverboat brawl situation. Okay,
Let everybody name this shit.
Listen, okay, so you know what? Let me tell y'all the situation. I was in my son's room. He's 14, 9th grade, freshman in high school.
Hey.
And when he had a chance to look at my phone, all he saw was lots of black people just throwing hands.
Yeah.
And he was like, why are they doing that? Okay, my son is not yet acclimated to the African American culture quite as well as I would like him to be. But in any case, he's just like, what are they doing? And I said, Damari, you didn't see the video where the first situation was between one black man and one white man. It was just two men at first, and then a slew of white men started to jump. He was like, oh, okay. So, I had looked at it a couple of times, but y'all know what? I never saw the clip of the man throwing his head up. To me, that was the best part. I didn't see that. I only saw the first throw hands and then
that's how they started.
And then I saw the group of black people, and then the man realizing he had some people with him. So, don't run now. Yeah. But when I saw him throw that head up in the sky, he said, fuck this job today. You know what? Fuck it. You know what? What's up? It's on now. The fuck now. And I was very excited and just proud.
I am proud of my
and upset at the same time. I'm upset that it had to come to that.
I'm glad it came to that.
No, I'm upset that
Alabama, I'm glad you showed up and showed the fuck out.
No, I'm upset that it resulted in violence because you want kumbaya, whatever. I wish that it never took place.
I wish that this what we did at the riverboat.
We on that shit today.
I wish I would have did when Trayvon Martin ass got killed because we would have been stopped the police violence. Yeah, where we whooped some motherfuckers' asses. The blood Montgomery, shout out to y'all. I don't even. I don't really.
I didn't want it to come to
showing the fuck up.
I didn't want it to come to that whole situation, but I was very proud that we, came together as one. But if you all listen to the Ricky Smiley Morning Show, they interviewed the young lady that had that commentary. So I first heard the video without the commentary. I heard it on silent. And then when I heard it with the commentary, I said, they took that video all the way up. It took it all the way up. But he asked her, he said, do you think this was race driven? She was like, honestly, no. I don't think it was because he was black. I think it was because the white man was just simply drunk. It had nothing to do with him saying, I'm going to beat this nigga ass. I'm sure it's because the white man thought that he was privileged, as they always do. Yeah, privileged, but not necessarily, this is a black man, I'm going to beat this nigga ass. I don't think that was the motive. Is that what she was saying? So you're saying,
the white man, you think he would
have behaved the same way?
Yes, because he
would be the white man.
No. Yeah, I think he said. From the lady's point of view, she was saying it didn't matter who that other person was because he would have the alcohol drove him to that point. It could have been an Asian, Hispanic, white, anybody got in that man's face. Because she was she said that because he did that and then he tried to walk off like ain't nothing happened. You're not about to get your ass whooped by these people again. You suddenly had amnesia that you just went off on these folks and you think they not gonna come back.
Well, in the original,
not a different version.
It's been so many takes of the video. We see different segments. But at the very beginning of the video, you see the black man talking. It looks like an older white guy.
They all were older. It was
no, they all weren't older. So a lot of them was young.
No, but the initiation of it and a lot of them people I seen in the video was older, except for the young man that swam.
Oh no, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about at the very beginning. of the video when the black man was talking to the white guy. He was an older white guy. He liked his
he was older.
And then all of a sudden, a young white guy runs up and punches the black guy. So the guy he was originally talking to wasn't even the person who threw hands first. It was some random ass white guy. I mean, he ain't ran that random because he was on the boat. And he came up and just started throwing hands. And then the rest of them motherfuckers started coming. So I have no sympathy to the white women who ended up in the river, to the guy banged in the head.
I don't have any sympathy for anybody that participated because you signed up for that shit. Like you signed up for it, you got what was happening and whatever. And so what was
everybody got their ass beat.
I'm glad
even the people that got in the water.
Yeah, so so Ricky Smiley also interviewed the chair that took place in the fight. He interviewed the chair that took place. And the chair said, because they asked him, they said, even the white lady got threw in the water. And he was like, well, after he was like, the lady asked for a seat, so I gave her one. I gave her a seat. I gave her a seat, you know. And he said, you know, once you get that fire, you got to get in the water to cool off. And so, and you know, Ricky Smiley also interviewed Carly's wig. And so, you know, I mean, I know we don't endorse it, but you know, like, you know, Ricky Smiley, but he has a funny way of turning things around. So the fact that he interviewed the wig and the chair of these traumatic Black culture moments, can we call them Black culture moments?
They're Black culture moments. I don't think they were traumatic.
Okay, but Black culture moments. You know, this whole riverboat thing.
I was so proud of us, y'all.
I was because, and you know, and the fact that it was initiated by like it was a lot of older people. I just feel like they were like, I'm tired of this bullshit. Yeah. Like, you know,
about to jump this fucking black man.
We about to come together. So yes, there were younger people involved, but to me, what I saw was a majority of like 50 plus. Yeah, like they was in there like the fuck, and there was one man in the purple shirt before.
Shout out to the bros.
My husband was like, "That look like your damn daddy throwing hands, like old as fuck throwing hands." Like, but you know, I just believe that no matter who you are, if you take us there.
I don't even know that.
Fuck around, you gonna find out.
I think that
fuck around, find out.
Black people we've been very passive for
very much so.
Tired.
Yeah,
pretending. I mean, just saying like, oh, you know, we have to exude this certain level of whatever. Fuck that. We are tired.
But you know what I will say? What I'm also very proud about. There was no guns.
Yeah,
there was no guns
because I think of the age that it started with.
But somebody always carries a gun,
and somebody had a gun.
Like even all the people, we know somebody had a gun. Even the police out there had weapons.
They didn't pull it out.
I think they were so distracted they don't know what's happening.
If you look at the police, they weren't really as aggressive as they usually are.
Would you have been? These motherfuckers was whooping ass. At this
but
point,
still, the only people they were aggressive with was the guy with the chair and one white woman. They just literally hit her ass.
That's because that bitch ran up.
Right, you know, but they weren't. They were walking through while people were throwing hands, and they didn't try to like reprimand certain people. Like it was just like I don't know. Listen.
You know what?
Let's let them fight.
Yeah. I was like, let's fight. That's why I can't be no police officer because I would have been like, we need backup at the riverfront. You know, this
was the first time I was able. So when people say, you know, was this racially driven or whatever, was the motive behind it, you know, racially motivated? Like, I feel like maybe it kind of wasn't because this was the first time I was able to see something like this and not go into the world and hate white people.
That's because you won the fight, the war.
Oh, you think so?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Okay. Because this could have went so different. They could have jumped on that black man and killed him or hurt him and then
real bad.
Then or the police could have came out and thought he was the target, whatever. Yeah. This could have went and it's gone this way so many times before. But I think because it was a collective amount of black people who came out and whooped ass, we did not lose that war. We feel proud about that shit because we always get the short end of the stick. We are losing black men because you put your knee on their neck. Or you're choking them out or shooting them dead so their mom can see them laying out in the damn street for 14 hours. Like, it's just shit that black people have dealt with over the years. So when I say that we are proud, it's because this is like justice for Breonna Taylor. This is like justice for Trayvon Martin. All of them. It's so many that it's like to name them. But it's just like today was the day that we like not us, not today,
not today, not with us,
not on our watch, not on our fucking watch.
And the fact that the younger people that came in pulling up their pants, walking behind the man to the boat. You know, but they were just like, not today. Yeah, because usually I watch stuff and I'm just like, I can't go to work because I hate everybody.
As much as you would like to think that this was not racially driven, it was. And the reason why I say
I feel like it plays a part. I don't know about driven.
It was driven. Everything in the South that deals with race is driven. And we like to forget and pretend like it doesn't exist. Whenever you see white on black, it's either going to be racism or classism, and I don't think it was classism.
Oh no!
I think it was
because they said that Trump had a rally. They said Trump had a rally there, like previously. I don't know how early it was there, but usually the funny thing is they paid. They were in Montgomery. Trump was in Montgomery, Alabama, and those people paid to hear him speak.
Oh, they do that.
What the fuck could he have been saying?
It don't matter.
It don't fucking matter. They love him.
It's money that goes towards his campaign.
It don't fucking matter.
Speaking of campaigning, Trump,
yellow, blue, green, and they don't.
I hate to make this political, but do you know that he can still run if he's in prison, in jail?
Yeah. That's what I think. This is.
It's a joke, and that's why nobody takes it serious. It's America,
and there are still people that will vote for him.
You know what?
They can't even vote because they got felonies.
Yeah. I will say this, honestly, I don't even get mad at the rich white men who choose to vote for Trump because he's actually on y'all side.
Very much.
He helps y'all out a lot. And if I was a rich white man, I would vote for his ass too. But for the rest of y'all who don't fall in the rich white man category, meaning you are a poor white man, you live in a trailer white man.
I was gonna say trailer park.
You out on the outskirts in the rural area white man.
You walk outside with dirt on your face, clothes and shoes.
Okay. And everybody else of color. I don't care what color. The Chinese, Philippines, Japanese, Indians, Native American. I don't even think Native Americans fuck with us like that. I think they should be like, y'all took the country, bitch. We on our own. We got our own government. But everybody else who can vote, if you vote for him, he do not serve you. But rich white man,
at all.
If I'm having a conversation with a rich white man and he talked to me about Trump, I absolutely agree with you because he serves you. Absolutely. And I would vote for him too if he served me. But here we are. And if I ever get rich one day and y'all try to bring up my old podcast, I'm telling you now. The reason
oh my God, not to get prepared.
They be like, not prepared for the future. They like a rich back in the day.
Now, 10 years.
Yeah.
Like they remember on this day you said this? Give us
so I'm saying this. Yes, I meant everything I said in this clip. Make sure you play the whole damn clip. And furthermore, today while I was sitting at my desk, scrolling on the TikTok, on my break, by the way.
The TikTok.
On the TikTok.
She said on my break.
And
I saw that out.
On my break.
I wasn't on the clock, y'all.
I wasn't on the clock.
Yeah, basically.
And I came across them talking about Lake Lanier. Now, I've heard about Lake Lanier all my life. If you go choose to go to Lake Lanier, that's on you. Okay, but most people are now starting to become familiar with Lake Lanier. I always knew that there was a city under Lake Lanier. I just didn't know what city.
Black people.
Yes, and then I knew that there was other things that took place on Lake Lanier before it became the lake.
Yeah.
So they didn't, but these people actually broke it down. It was about like a 15-minute video. Shout out to TikTok for letting you have 15-minute videos. And they basically broke it down. This was a thriving, y'all know how y'all tell us to pull ourselves up by our bootstraps and get our own.
Right.
This was a thriving black community minding their own business. And you know what was happening? This was a former city. Like Georgia was known for its farming because, of course, they had slaves.
Yeah.
So they were known for their farming. So these black people who were probably descendants of slaves was farming their land. Everybody else that year was having a rough patch in their land, but who was thriving was the black people because we worked the land. And we had poultry. So we was farming, baby. We had our food, our crops, and our meats. Okay. And the next town over was being a hater because they was white. They go and kill their little white girl, white, rape her, and throw her in the woods in between the black people and the white people. And you know they come over trying to night ride our ass and run all our people out and ran them and made them swim across the lakes and oceans and shit. But we ain't got no oceans in Georgia. But lakes.
Right.
And rivers to get out of their town. And then they burnt the shit down. They burnt the church down. Shame on y'all. And then, not only did they not clear the land off from this city that they have now burnt down and moved black people from, that was thriving. They threw a whole bunch of gallons of motherfucking water on top of that shit.
Yep.
Wow. So yes, you want to know like
so it's covered all up.
It's haunted.
That's why people dying.
Oh yeah, I heard that. Like when people started dying, like 2 years ago. That's when I heard the whole.
Because
story.
people who had been saved would explain that when they were drowning, it's like something was grabbing them by their leg and it would not allow them up. But if you got a city that had buildings on it and you throw some water on top of it, yes. Well, it probably was the ancestors grabbing y'all ass, but that's neither here nor there. And I'm just saying. So,
but why wouldn't they save other black people in there? Why would they let us die?
Because you are the collateral damage. You come in the lake, spirits have no.
Oh, you said why would they let us die? Yeah, spirits don't.
First of all, we shouldn't have had our ass out.
They're mad.
It's the fact that you're having fun.
It's like people are having fun on this. Like everybody, it's not. Oh, you're black. Let me not touch you.
Yes.
It's not.
Yeah, they need to feel like that.
No,
that's not how it works.
No.
So everybody dying.
I said all that to say is that if you want to know why
souls are not at risk, guys.
No, they're not. They're uneasy. People died defending their land because they did fight back, and they didn't even clear the shit. It was burials, and they just threw some fucking water on top of it. It's a disgrace for me.
Now we have a lake.
And then people go boat on that shit.
I went to boat on Lake Lanier.
It's the fact that you thought so low of black people that you would destroy their city and throw fucking water on it for your pleasure and entertainment.
Yep.
Was my thing.
Now we have a lake.
That's why.
All the dead bodies.
That's why. So if you want to know why I said
I can't go
this country.
See, I don't go to Stone Mountain. No, I don't think I'll ever go to Lake Lanier again.
This is crazy. Yeah, this is not for us. Okay,
no.
Live in a country that's not for us. And that's what it is.
It's not for them either. This wasn't they fucking land either.
They made it for them. They made it for them.
You know, I am happy that they finally stopped teaching the whole Christopher.
They made it for them. Oh God.
You know,
but you listen, y'all know what they're also not teaching about being slaves and the whole.
I don't think that's their responsibility. I think it's ours. And so people keep getting mad at the school system. You get mad at a white school system that is designed to send your kids through the school pipeline to jail. And you think they're going to teach
on the same line.
You think they're going to teach your children history? Mm-hmm. When did you learn that? How did you learn Christopher Columbus was a fraud? When did you learn that?
It wasn't.
Mm-hmm. We were sitting in the fucking hallways being Indians and Pilgrims. Tell me the
first of all, that's appropriation.
It's the fact that this is another thing.
Why do we celebrate Thanksgiving?
We work. They had the little hats and shit.
We were Indians.
We put
and
little feathers. We put cut them out of our
They put little feathers in the
head. Oh God.
Now we think about that. Now we think about how stupid all that feels.
I forgot about that.
It's the fact that white people came over to America. That Native Americans
they weren't white.
Fed y'all.
Spanish.
It don't matter. That's legal. I bet they don't check Spanish on the application sheet.
No, because they're the European side of Spanish.
White. And so y'all decided Native Americans fed y'all, feasted with them, and sat down and ate for 3 days, and decided to kill their ass for their land.
Yep.
Their land that you brought black people over to work, and then you can be over there, and then
further, Keisha is on the Keisha on the road today. She is,
and then y'all come over to America, fly the fucking American flag like this shit was yours. Mm-hmm. It's the audacity for me,
and it's so funny because I get mad whenever I see a flag on some shit.
Yeah, I do. I'm like, bro, what
when
the
people
fuck?
have on their car, just any fucking flag. I'm like, go to hell. Like. I don't want to be here, y'all.
So you don't celebrate 4th of July?
I'm gonna eat. I'm always gonna eat.
Oh yeah, well
I celebrate Cinco de Mayo and I ain't Mexican.
People don't even celebrate holidays. It killed me with that. I'm right. I do it to get together with my people and have a good time. Yeah. It ain't even really about the holiday.
Yeah.
To be honest, Christmas, Thanksgiving, none of that.
No,
I don't give a damn about that. It's just a time that everybody thinks, okay, it's Thanksgiving. Now we got to make plans to be together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I do it. For my people.
Because if you be honest, before Juneteenth, no holiday was ever designed for black people. Mm-hmm. None of them.
Nope.
Black History Month in February.
When have y'all ever
got together with your family? Oh, my family does MLK Day. My family been doing that for like 10 years.
How many everybody else's family?
But yeah, everybody else. No. We bring posters and shit and everything.
All we did was just go lay to bed. And I used to work. I used to work every MLK Day, so.
Ooh, I'll be so happy when I get that off. It's ridiculous, man. This shit ain't for us.
This country is built on our back, and we still don't.
That's what I'm saying.
It's still being built on our back.
Yeah.
Still,
we don't.
So much shit we've done that we still do.
It's wild.
Yeah, it just makes you.
It's exhausting being black.
Bruh.
It
really does.
It's
like how you kind of don't even. That's why you don't even want to deal with it because you don't even want to think about it just makes you mad. Like you don't even want to be in that Trump. Yes, it's so traumatic. You don't even want to. You just want to remove yourself.
But let me ask y'all this: How did y'all job deal with the whole George Floyd situation?
I don't even fucking remember because when that happened, when COVID happened, we were at home.
My job was on pins and needles, and I had a great leader at the time in my particular division. Right. She was very genuine. You know, she was just like, I want to hear from you, cause she understood the fact of if I go same concept. If I go home and I look at roots and then I come to work with white people, my mindset. She is the one and only white person. And I hate watching fucking slave movies. Oh, I can't do it. She understood that mindset, so she kind of treated it like that. Like, okay, how are y'all feeling? Like, if you got something going on, I understand it. I'm not trying to suppress it. Like, just feel like she didn't take any of that. And a lot of companies, that's when they brought in that. Diversity, inclusion, right? But it's funny because it has fallen off even from my area.
Oh no, they still hiring.
Yeah, but the initiatives are not as intense.
They don't because they're not hiring people of color to be the inclusion and equity.
Oh no, I'm just saying in my company, like every division has a committee like that. But it used to be at the forefront of everything that we did, right? Because that was the corporate initiative. But now I can see slowly it is taking a back seat.
It always does. And I don't because blame that on them. I blame that on us. But I'll get there. But my company, which is when I realized that the government ain't
shit.
Facts. Like, I won't say the government. I'll say the type of government I was working for. It was during the height of COVID, and I think the reason why George Floyd stood out so much is because everybody had already stopped and the world really had to pay attention. Anytime anyone else has died, the world was actively moving. It's like, oh, another black person died, whatever. It wasn't anything. But the world had stopped.
And then he died in front of the world.
But others have too. Yeah. But it was like this particular one, the world had stopped. There was nobody was really working
watching him die.
And and it was watching him die, like him literally take his last breath.
All the time in the world because nothing's happening.
Nothing. Yeah. Everybody on hold, please.
And you watch him take his last breath. Yeah.
And they didn't send out an email. They didn't send out a text message. They didn't put a note in the box saying,
we got all of that.
Hey,
we were all at home though, but nobody.
It was nothing. And it was. I said, we're part of restorative justice, right?
We're a black-owned company at the time I was working for.
Oh, that's even more wild.
We got emails. We got
and I don't give a damn what they see. They like to play games with black people.
They like to say,
we're here for the community and all this shit. My job was bullshit. We're here for the community. We want to give jobs to people who wouldn't have jobs before. No, y'all here trying to in these neighborhoods, these low income neighborhoods, because y'all know people would accept the bullshit y'all taking them through. Y'all are using people to get these little cheap
because I have nothing.
All this labor. Yep. Yeah.
That's why
they love to play games. Don't even get me started, girl. For hours and hours about my old job. But anyway, we're moving on. They going shit.
All I want to say is I'm proud of black men and I'm proud of Montgomery. Y'all really help black women out because we was concerned.
It wasn't just the black men, because the white the black women was so ahead.
The black women didn't even need to step in, but but you stepped in.
Did.
You fought the women you needed to fight.
They whooped their ass.
But I think the men had it under control, and the fact that y'all did not even use weapons. Let me know that.
They used a chair. That's a weapon.
Keisha, damn it, Ashley.
It's a motherfucking chair.
What chair?
But they said that woman they said there was a white woman that was biting at his feet, and that's what caused him.
I don't give a shit what she was doing.
I don't give a fuck. I'm okay with the chair.
No. What I'm saying is, why is she biting his feet?
Because
what makes you bite?
Methamphetamine.
Speaking of meth. Let's just go ahead. You know what? That's a perfect segue. Montgomery, thank you. We are proud of you. We love you and we support you. Because I definitely said if there was a GoFundMe for any of them, I was contributing. I
gave y'all my $10.
Yes, I wanted to help y'all out. But as we make this segue into meth, I was surfing on the Great Book.
The segue into meth is crazy, but okay.
I was surfing on the Great Book, and I don't remember who I was looking at on social media, and they was quoting some. I don't know if y'all can help me figure this out. They were quoting some rapper that was talking about how people in high school used to look, and now they don't look like shit, right? I don't know what rapper that was or what piece of lyric that was.
That could be a million people.
Right.
Yeah, but
I don't know.
But that was the context of the post.
Okay.
And so as I was surfing the other day, I ran across a picture that was very disturbing because it was of a young Black man that we went to high school. Was it high? It was high school.
It was high school.
We went to high school with, and I can vividly remember young images of this young man.
Like a cute little.
He was cute. He was well.
Dark skin had a nice little smile.
He was a nice looking young man.
Nice texture hair.
Very nice texture.
I do remember
with the do rag that never tied up because he had very nice texture hair. And so, you know, he wasn't, kind of low profile. Wasn't like the popularity, but he was nice. And so I ran across this picture of his wedding photo, and it disturbed me beyond measures that I had to share it in the group chat. And I think I said, y'all look at this. And immediately, Shantis, what'd you say? A fucking mess.
What the fuck? Yeah, something like, what the fuck? This is a fucking mess.
Fucking mess.
Yes.
And as Keisha chimed in a couple of hours later, she says this has to be AI.
I thought Keisha was trying to, y'all, I literally thought Keisha was trying to make a joke. Like,
no, I was
this AI, everybody put AI, it's so bad as AI.
Artificial intelligence.
No, y'all know.
And so as
I still believe it's AI.
As I met her today, I said, well, Keisha, most people that use AI are doing that to enhance their beauty. You can set them back several years.
I thought they was being funny.
Keisha was so serious, y'all.
I still think
she was dead ass serious. Like, she really thought that's how bad.
They look like meth and
she don't believe this shit real. That's
how bad. The addiction of choice.
They look like they should have been on Beetlejuice.
Do you know how bad?
You remember when the couple got married in the chapel with Beetlejuice?
They did look like that. It was from them to their wedding guests. They all look.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And so the purpose of me bringing this up is to say
it was suspicious.
There are a lot of people
who are aliens.
Keisha.
No, there are a lot of people that we went to high school with. They say, okay, I'm not rich and famous. Okay. You know what I'm saying? I'm not where I would desire to be. But there are some that you look at and you say, why God? And then Shanti said something that takes only God knows, right? Only God knows.
Probably add something crazy.
Only God knows.
Like, only God knows.
And so there's just some people I look at and I'm like, they have really fallen the fuck.
Yeah, it was scary. Like, the picture was scary.
You look like a fucking ghost.
One person looked dead or on meth.
Beetlejuice.
It was bad. It was really bad. One person
it was
looked like they came from, I'll say, the Valentine's Day dance from fucking high school with a wrinkled ass, whatever. And then the other person looked like they were damn the bride of 1960.
The bride of Chucky.
The bride of Chucky actually looks nice.
Oh, yeah. She did.
The bride of 1960.
The bride of
That's what it looked like. Because where did you get the dress
I think it was her grandma's dress. I swear to you, but they don't even sell dresses like that anymore.
There are so
I just couldn't
many.
believe it was happening. I just
because it's AI.
Keisha's not.
I mean, it's just so many people from high school, like the people that was like very popular, very pretty, very handsome. Like you look at them now, and you're like, what the fuck happened to you? Like, did life just hit you?
Yes.
Like, goddamn, like hit you, boom, jabbed your head.
But what I do want to say is to the men out there struggling with hair,
what the fuck? Wait a minute.
Let it go. Let it go.
Just cut it off.
Not a public service announcement.
Cut it off.
Not a PSA.
Like, I know that you're
saying what I want to say like it's a damn ad.
Yeah.
What I want to say is,
let it go.
To the men that are all just here,
it's
okay.
Go.
It's okay to cut it.
Just cut it off.
Y'all, for real though. To Keisha's point, the men are all balding at this age. Like, it's fine. As long as you got a little facial hair, just cut the shit off.
Let it go.
Well, I never realized that.
Everybody's losing their hair.
I never realized that men were the ones who had the problem with the balding, because I was like, when y'all hold on to it, what are y'all holding? Like, we don't mind. Like, cut the shit off. Yeah. We think it looks nice. Like, there are men who will
literally men our age. Yeah,
I remember
most of them are bald. Yeah, so it's like
my husband had a tough time with his transition, and then when he cut it off, he was just like, I don't want to cut up, but I'm like, baby, this little corner right here, it ain't growing no more. And so he cut it
once your hairline start going back here, it's over. Now for y'all who balding in the middle, they got some hair growth oil for that. Y'all can fix that if you want to moisturize it. If you really want to take the time. Oh, Dr. Miracle. Y'all, let me tell y'all, I had a little traction alopecia back here from my braids.
Not keep doing advertising.
And everybody was like, "Oh, you got a little bald spot, you got a little bald spot." And I'm like, "Oh my god,
oh, they was telling you."
Yeah, well, no, it was like people who did my hair.
Oh, I'm saying,
it was like people who did my hair. This shall remain nameless, but. People who did my hair was like, "Oh, you got a little bald spot." I'm like, "Okay, so how we gonna fix this? Ain't that your job? Ain't that your
lane?" No, not the braider.
No, I wasn't talking about the braider. I was talking to people who
everybody don't know how to take care of hair and grow it back. No, so, that's old school.
Clearly,
yeah, that's old school hairstyles to think about.
So I just did I was like, you know what? Let's keep it tried and true. I kept, got my hair done every 2 weeks. Try to keep heat off of it. Did my little, my little maintenance, and I just started using Dr. Miracle, and I was like, what's the thing you said? Deep conditioning, and let it sit on there, and then I rub some little Dr. Miracle in my nap, because it was the nap and balm growth oil, and I would let it sit there. Dr. Miracle be tingling a little bit.
I don't know what.
And y'all, next thing I know, you start thinking about something. I was like, wait, I think I feel a little fuzz, but I thought I was tripping. And then next thing I know, hey, hair and girl, it's not bald no more. Now it might be a little bitty.
Baby, I'm not bald no more.
I'm not bald no more. So, baby, Dr. Miracle, hire me for your publicity, because
they got probably say, "Baby, don't be bald."
I don't know if that works.
It's a product called "Baby, Don't Be Bald."
Is it by Dr. Miracle?
I don't know who the fuck is bald.
I can't vouch for nobody but Dr. Miracle.
I said, "Baby, don't be bald,"
because it worked, and I am not bald no more. I don't even remember what we were talking about. Oh, but let it go.
I'm not gay no more.
So
they don't keep reminding me of that.
Okay, so
I'm not gay no more.
So let's take that there. What's his
name? Andrew
Caldwell. Is it Caldwell?
Something like that. That man cracked me to hell.
So what y'all think about that man that hosts Whose Line Is It Anyways? What's his name? My God,
I didn't know Wayne Brady.
Is. Wayne Brady. He's pansexual.
Oh, I didn't know anything about this.
He like
this
everybody.
Is news to me.
That would have been. That's what the pansexual is. He like everybody.
He likes everybody. I'm so happy that people are able to live in
the world is really changing.
Like live in their own skin.
I was at work. I was working a different location this week. Okay. And so I swear this particular day, probably about 10 people done said, "I love that color of your hair. I love this. Oh my God, you are fab. I love your smile," whatever, all these things, right? This one woman came up to me and said, "Oh my God, your hair."
Like that?
Older black lady.
Oh, I thought you were going to say white.
Older black lady. The white people love it. They eat it up. They love my nails. They love all that stuff.
And they're not that long.
Oh, yeah, what happened?
Y'all, I just,
they cute though.
Anyway,
thank you. Anyway, I don't know. I think I hate them because they're short. But anyway, so she's like, "Oh my God, your hair!" And at first it sounded like it was a compliment,
but this color right here.
Oh, what I got? It was the exact same style and color. And then she said, "Oh my God, your hair!" And she was like, "Oh, my niece does the same thing. She just loves putting whatever." And I tell her, "Oh, one day you're gonna look back in that. You're gonna be like, what was I thinking?" I said, "Oh." Then I saw where it was going, and I said, "Oh wow."
You wow. I
said, audacity.
"Oh, okay, yeah." I said, I love this. This is me. This is like yeah." And it's just so crazy how now people can before you couldn't even get a job like that. I said, "Ma'am, I want to go ahead and stop you."
You said that?
Yes. If I can't do what I want to do, the job is not for me. And I said, the times have been changed. I said, and for what you just said, I had about 10 people before you said they love this. And I said, it don't even matter because I love, this is me. Like, I love, it's nothing you can tell me about it. Yeah, you know, whatever. People are going to do what they want to do. She started laughing, and she was like, laughing. And then one day you're just going to look back and be like, oh, so I'm not going to look back.
But it's not a wild and crazy
I'm not going to look back.
It's a hair color. Like,
I'm not going to look back and say that.
It's not like it's hot pink.
I'm not going to look
it
back and say
don't even matter.
So anyway, yeah, you're gonna, your follow-up is this time. Okay, you have a good day.
Oh, she was a patient.
Yeah, she was a patient. It was patience.
It's fucking hair dye.
Yeah,
like
you can rinse it out. You can
change
it over it. Yeah, and it's not. It's,
are you crazy?
But you know, you could go as wild and crazy as you want. But it's really a calm color. Like it's real. Yeah, it's not. It's a calm color. Like
I can't believe she had the audacity. Like, ma'am,
and
my niece and that. I was like, ma'am,
bitch, who asked you?
First of all, her niece don't even come around on purpose.
We'll see. Exactly.
She don't even want to deal.
Exactly, because I can already tell. Yeah, times have changed. You know, you look back and say things are so silly. She starts talking about old times and this and that, and
your time, but not my time.
You know, I said honestly, it wouldn't be me. I said I have a bright personality and colorful personality. I've always been this way. I can't see myself being any other way. Yeah. Well, yeah, you know, back then, you know, we kind of couldn't do things, but you just made it work. Man, here's your appointment. You have a good day. You have a good day.
You know,
because we're done here.
You know, as you have this whole conversation,
yeah.
Remember, prior to us starting to record, I told you I could see my road to 300. As you talk about, like, I really want to deep dive, and I know you're not at work, but just chime in slightly for me if you would, if you don't mind.
I'm like, Keisha had no problem chiming in.
As you talk about that story, in my mind, I'm thinking,
I want a gold wedding ring when I get one. I know that.
Wait.
But go ahead.
So as you talk about that story, in my mind, I'm thinking, you talking about this is me, this is what, and I'm thinking, okay, this is what makes her happy. This brings her joy. And I think, damn, I'm about to go get something to eat. What I'm about to eat after this? Like, I'm deep.
Food brings me joy too.
But I'm deep into what I'm about to eat and feeling good. Oh shit, I want some wings.
Don't fuck it up.
Like, you know, I'm really thinking, because you're talking about what makes you happy and you feeling good, and I'm like, I want to feel good. And I've been reading this book that's it started out a little boring, but it's gotten good. It really talks about building habits and how you can change what you do in life by simply creating a what did they say? Creating a, not a desire, but creating a craving, then identifying a cue, and then that creates a habit. So if I see a cue, like if I see, because they did several experiments, so let's just say if I see the color pink and I know that if I see pink, I'm gonna get $100. If I jump up and down one time, then I'm gonna get that $100. So the cue is pink, the reward is $100, and my action, the habit that I have to do is jump up and down, then I'll get that $100. So that's the book that I've been reading. So the whole time you talking,
you thinking about food?
I'm thinking about food. I'm thinking about what the fuck I'm about to eat. I'm thinking about, and because in me, it was just like you were overjoyed talking about your haircut. This is me, baby. I am.
It does.
And I'm just like, shit. I want to be happy too, bitch. Like, the fuck, I want to. Let me what I'm about to eat after this, and I'm thinking, my family about to be good because they at my parents' house, and I know if they want some meat, they gonna buy them, so I ain't gotta worry about that shit.
Right.
And so, and now I'm thinking about that, and then I'm gonna be 300 pounds. I keep living this type of life. So I actually tap into this, and I know we all over the place in this episode, but I promise you, we bringing it full circle one day.
Are we bringing it?
May not be
one day.
I'm about to say, may not be this episode. Guys.
One day, but because we trade meth and whatever, it had a smooth transition. So she talked about what brought her joy and being herself, and I'm saying her joy made me want to have joy, her energy. And so then that just made me think about our previous conversation of my road to 300 pounds. And so for you tapping in, I'm thinking, and then plus the book, like these habits, I'm trying to actively learn how to create habits to change my behavior, right? Just in a multitude of aspects of my life. But like, what the fuck you think going on, Keisha?
Oh, that's when we bring Keisha.
That's what Keisha got in.
I forgot all about the Keisha
what you think going
aspect
on?
of this. I forgot you.
Because I'm like, shit. I mean, literally the whole time, like, yeah, check this, yeah, girl, these wings. Where can I get them from? And it's just, yeah. I'm like, girl, I'm into your story. Like, if it's me feeling this happiness, and it's all relative to what I'm about to eat.
You just have to create
me.
Have to create a relationship, a healthy relationship with food. You do one or the other, is what I'm noticing. You're either I'm vegan for 18 months or I'm pescatarian for 3 months.
She does do that, y'all.
And veggie. And it's
because she be like, when she be on her health shit, she really be on her health shit.
Like she be eating air. Fuck you! I had 3 cauliflower tacos.
What the fuck?
I be eating air. Fuck you, Keisha. I do not eat
air. Anytime you finna eat a cauliflower taco, 3 of them is air.
And be so happy about it. Like, actually, nobody give a fuck about that shit.
Like, balance. Like, you gotta start paying attention to your relationship, because everybody's relationship with food is gonna be different. Yeah. So you paying attention to
because I'm an emotional eater. I love food.
Yeah, I love food, and food is for everything. Yeah. It's for celebrations, funerals, sadness, happiness.
When doesn't food bring
when happiness? I get overstimulated.
But you still know your limits. You still like, all right.
But the one thing I have been able to do is not drink soda. So this book I read, it was like, listen, just take it. Just focus on the one thing that you can control. I can control me not drinking soda.
But even with the story about the lady you was talking about who said she hadn't had a dark soda, he's like, it's still a soda, but there is levels to sodas.
If she was really into the damn soda, that's a big change.
It's like, especially if she like a Coke a day. Like if she drink Coke all the time.
I've been able to eliminate.
Some people are drinking fucking.
I've been able to eliminate soda from my diet because to me that is everything else is so chaotic. This is the one thing that I've committed to controlling.
And you know what's crazy? I think I stopped soda years and years ago, and I think it's because I realized I love food. Yeah, so I'm willing to sacrifice
to drink
soda, and now I don't crave.
And
like, that's what maybe like twice a year I might crave a Sprite or a pineapple soda, but
I love me.
The only time I buy like any juice or soda is to mix with my alcohol. Yeah. Any other time is water. And I don't even care. I just want to eat what I want and then have my water, whatever. I don't.
It's being upset, like having to deal with my son's high school and changing his classes and calling the motherfucking counselor's office. I'm like, bitch, I need a Coke after this. Like, not a smoke. Yeah. Not no kind of drug.
Everybody has their thing. Some people crave caffeine. Yeah. And I don't even drink coffee, tea. I don't drink anything with caffeine.
I had to tell myself, bitch, are you addicted? That's not my thing. That's why I said I don't have an addictive personality. Because I'm like, you can't.
Bitch, are you addicted?
It's like, you really can't control yourself from not. Because
I don't think you're addicted. I just think it's just your relationship. Like, if you're going to have 3 tacos and you want to be healthy, 2 of those may be cauliflower. 1 may be the real meat that you want. Like, that's a balance. It is a balance. You like starvation yourself from the shit you really want, and then when you go in, you go in.
That's the thing with diets. I learned. I've been on diet since fucking high school, y'all.
Diets don't work.
And I learned diets don't work. You just have to change your habit.
Yeah, it has to become a lifestyle.
And then I know when you starve yourself from something, you're like, oh, I'm doing so good. I'm not gonna eat this forever.
And then you reward yourself.
And then when you finally get a hold of that one thing, you take it too far. Yeah, you can't stop now.
Yeah, that's why I can't do that.
That's why I'm not gonna deprive myself. And it's just about it's just in moderation. What time of day I eat it. Yeah, that's what I'm about to say.
And I'm like, when I started counting calories, I was like, a bitch like to eat, so I'd rather eat my calories than drink my calories. So if that means I gotta eat this pizza and drink this water, then that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, but it's called balance. And so I did that, and then it was hard for me to start drinking water, so I would get like little crystal lights and shit, and people like, that causes cancer, bitch. Everything causes
however
cancer.
You gotta do it. Yeah. I tell people,
and I can like really that down. It's like it was tricking my brain. I realized like everything was about tricking my brain. Like when I would go out to eat, one of my problems was I would overeat. America give you big ass portions. By the time you realize that, hey, I'm full, you only got like 2 more bites. You're like, I ain't even take this shit home.
I'm about to eat this shit.
But when you can't breathe,
now you can't breathe.
So what I started doing when the food would come to the table is I would cut my food in half and automatically ask for it to go box. Put that in there, it's to go, and I would eat my portion of the food until I learned to control.
I do that too
myself. So it's just like understanding
when
your
I get
relationship.
Any light meal, it's always when I order out. Is always, unless it's like fast food, burger and fries or some shit like that. But when I order out, it's always half is later, half is now. Yeah. So that's why I always got everybody like, you always got to go. That's because I'm not eating all my food right now. Yeah. Because who the fuck about to sit here and eat all this?
And then feel miserable. Yeah. Like I used to eat bad. I used to eat unhealthy and then feel horrible. But in this moment of my life, I can eat whatever the fuck and feel amazing. Because I'm not going to do, I don't have to work out or, even if I went to the gym and then ate horribly, I would feel bad. I'm like, you know what? When I go to the next session, I can't really perform. So I'm like, I'm not going to do this. Yeah. But I ain't going nowhere right now. And so I'm like, shit, where we about to eat at? Like, that's all I'm thinking. And it's just like, it's not healthy because to me, it's now become like a mental thing. Yeah. Like,
I'm gonna be honest with you. I can never be one of those people. They say live to eat and eat to live. I can never be an eat to live person.
I
can never be that. I can never be that. And they be like, I need to stop eating meat. Y'all need to. I love meat. I feel like a meal isn't a meal without meat. I'm never gonna give that up, and I know that. And if it kills me, so be it. I live a good life.
Actually, you're not gonna die, and you're not supposed to give up meat due to your blood type. But
either way, I would not get it. I would not give up the things that bring me joy. If those things kill me, so what? I had a good life. Yeah. Why would I live miserable? And I know this brings me joy. Why would I deprive myself of that?
So that's crazy.
Moderation. Everything that's going to happen is going to happen. Of course, I can do my part in certain things, but I'm not going to bring up things.
It's all about moderation, like you said. Like
I'm never going to be.
When I was dieting, I was the most miserable and depressed I had been.
Yeah, now you mad at everybody. Now
I didn't do it for me. I was
you hangry.
You mad.
But that's when I realized I had a toxic relationship with food because when I wasn't eating the stuff that I wanted, I was like, what if I die today and I didn't eat the cupcake that I said I really
you was thinking like that?
Like I was like, oh my God, what if I die and I never got to eat this cupcake? And I was just like, oh, bitch, you got a problem. You need to go work this out. And that's why I was like, listen, we're not going to do this.
Have that cupcake, have that cookie, have that bag of chips, but that's not something we're going to do every day.
And people used to laugh at me because when I started actually paying attention to a serving size on the back, it's like, okay, you get chips, it's like 8 chips. So I would literally count out my 8 chips. Yeah. And they're like, why are you playing with you? But my body had got so adapted. I still got what I want, but I was still within the calorie limit, calorie measures, and I was happy.
And y'all know them pack of noodles? Y'all know them ones? It's a serving of 2? How 2 people gonna eat them little ass noodles?
I never paid attention to that.
But what's the
honestly, one ain't gonna do it.
What's the calorie?
Like 400 and something.
I'm willing to take it. That's
and it's like, but it's heavy in the sodium. But the thing is,
because one ain't gonna do it unless I add something to it, like egg or something.
Yeah, I started mixing. I put like kimchi in my shit.
I gotta add something.
I used to have a food calorie thing that I would put in what I got, and it would tell me how many calories. And so I would go to the gym and like work those calories off.
Whatever you
what I had for lunch that was heavy or something. But no, I mean, I got really good at this, but I came to the realization that I'm not going to be the skinny girl.
Oh yeah.
And for me, it's not about being skinny. It's about feeling good. Like,
that's what I'm saying. I want to feel good. I do want to get some pounds off, but I'm never going to be like, oh, I'm about to be that. No. I gave it up.
But I know that when I go down to that workout pad, it becomes addictive because you start to feel good. You build that community when I work out. Oh yeah. But it's either
I ain't never real bad or real good about working out. I'm trying, y'all.
I did.
No, there were
things. Some things are fun.
There were things that I enjoyed doing.
When I dance,
but it was kind of like I still dreaded it. I still dreaded going. I'm not even.
What did you do? What did you do in the gym, and what gym did you go to?
It wasn't just a gym. I've done water aerobics. I've done regular aerobics. I've done Zumba. I've done what's the little CrossFit shit?
CrossFit.
Yeah, I did that for a minute. I would go walk. I've been to the gym. I just did different. Now I really enjoyed water aerobics, but it was getting there. I enjoyed it once I was in there.
Oh, it's always getting there.
But it was just like.
And I thought that it would.
Sometimes I would be excited.
I thought that I would get better, as it was a habit. But I literally be sitting in the car like, I don't fucking want to do this shit
every day.
It's like it's the thought of having to dress out, to get in the water, to get back out, to get redressed. Yeah. It was just exhausting. I was just like,
it's so funny because some people live their life like that. That's why I don't want to work. That's why I want to be rich. Where I have the leisure to go to the gym. I have leisure to do whatever. And it's not like, damn, I had a long work day.
That's how I felt. It was like I was
be done with this fucking day and take a shower and be done with it.
Yeah.
Like now I gotta go work out.
Yeah.
At the end of when I had a shitty day, which is a lot of days at work.
To me, a shitty day gave me motivation to go work out because that anger is what fueled me to go harder. So it was a little different for me. I'd be in there like, fuck that bitch.
Now I would be excited for Zumba because I had a good time.
Yeah, because you don't really feel like you're working out.
Yeah, that would be excited for that. And then I like at one point I like to do cardio and stuff, but to motivate me.
I think I like line dancing. I see that is like workout too. I like line dancing.
Yeah,
but that was probably about it.
Yeah, I just think that anything that gets you moving that you enjoy is helpful. Like, people think that they got to do this extreme workout. No, if you go from being sedentary to doing something, like, you can make, and then you make those slight changes in the kitchen. Like, all this shit help. People make you feel like you got to do A, B, C through Z. You ain't got to do that shit. Small changes every day is really helpful and impactful. And I don't know why we got it fucked up or who fucked it up for it. I think it's social media.
They fucked it up.
Like, your idea of being healthy and what you're supposed to look like.
Because everything is always forced down your throat. Like, people don't understand. You got body types, you got blood types, you got certain things. And we always like to think everything. And I'm not saying people are meant to be big. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that what works for you doesn't work for everybody. And that's not, it's just like, bro, like the vegans, because I always follow vegans because I wanted to get more plant-based. And
I just insert plant-based.
Yeah, but I wanted to get like recipes, especially if you've been in the vegan game for me. You like got creative with your recipes. So I was like, oh, let me start substituting maybe a meat for this or sometimes get better at something. And I'm like, but y'all be getting extra. This causes cancer. It blocks the heart, clogs the arteries, and
let it clog the heart.
It got
you sound like what's his name on Baps? What is his name? They call him Alfred, but it's Manly. They call him Alfred though. When he was like, "Oh, this butter, it clogs the heart. Oh, clogs the heart.
Let it clog my heart.
The butter." You put it on so
no, I just couldn't. I just can't. Like, y'all was a bit extra, and the next thing you know, it'd be like, oh, we gotta call it strawberries and this because you got E. coli. And I'm like, what the fuck I'm supposed to eat, vegans? What I'm supposed to eat?
Fries, I guess. Anyway,
I love plant-based eating. I think I like being challenged by those who have like dietary restrictions because it helps you elevate your cooking, right? It's like, oh dang, how I cook macaroni and cheese and they can't eat cheese, they can't just eat macaroni products. So
I don't get excited about cooking.
No, certain staples really excite me in trying to bring that idea of old school grandma macaroni and cheese and a healthy way. But I have realized in my personal life, I'm just not there yet where I can take those staples and make them healthy. I just don't think I'm at a place where I can make healthy soul food because then it's not soul food because I have to follow the recipe directly. I can't use.
Oh, you're not cooking from the soul yet.
Yeah, I can't use almond milk in my macaroni and cheese. Yeah, but the only thing I can't so I've been able to do like cornbread. You can use oat milk for cornbread. You can use like almond milk. You don't gotta use eggs. So I've been able to make vegan cornbread with no problem.
And y'all cooked some collard greens.
Did you?
The other day.
Was it good, girl?
They was good. They could be better.
Tell us how you made them.
I boil my turkey wings and you can boil them and get your pot liquor. And I was
because that's what your greens taste like. If your pot liquor ain't straight,
come on now,
and washing them my 3-4 times and my sanitizer.
Did you put Dawn dish detergent?
No, what? No,
I'm not Dawn dish. She's burning them fucking greens. Oh God.
When we was in college, we was like, girl, you ain't supposed to put no soap in these motherfucking greens.
No. I washed my greens so they was washed. And I put them in the pot, put some salt, put a little pepper, just a little pepper. And I put...
Wait, what kind of salt did you use? Did you use iodine salt?
What's the one in the blue thing? What's the one
with the lady with the umbrella?
Yeah.
What you supposed to put in there?
That's iodine.
What you want to put in there? Sea salt?
Well, that's how our grandmas made it.
That's how our grandmas made it. But that's the one thing we can just throw out the window.
What the fuck did you put in there?
You can use Himalayan.
Get out of here.
It's a little more expensive, but
it's a little bit more expensive. We even shake this up.
No, I'm cooking country greens. I ain't cooking no.
You know what I do enjoy? Well, I gotta say that.
I ain't cooking right now. And then my mama always told me to put, you say your grease, but it gotta be like it can't be fish grease. It gotta be like, chicken.
Bacon grease.
Bacon grease, chicken grease, that type. So put a little drizzle with a little sugar to cut down on the tart of your greens, baby. You gotta put sugar in your greens. It cuts down on the tartness, baby. These is not mustard. These is collards. Okay.
But listen, so no, I do understand putting sugar in collard greens that come from the ground because
that's the kind I had.
Oh no, because the ones you get at the grocery store are totally different than the one that you get from the farmer's market, like They taste so like I was like, what the fuck am I eating? They taste different.
Yeah, we gonna come back.
Oh,
and give y'all
home cooking.
You can catch us on the TikTok and the YouTube.
We coming out with a cookbook.
Hey,
Ashley can tell y'all how to cook them greens. Just follow us. Okay, we gotta go because we run out of time. Bye.
Yeah, they super sour.